Welcome back, my little lambda lambs, to another episode of What the F with Sunny Larue. Me, also known as a professional martini drinking blogger. All right, I am back. So we can talk about this because I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of like, thank God, because I was annoyed by this character. But before we get into it, you guys know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you won't miss out on updates, breaking news, new episodes, or when we go live. It is the freest and easiest way to support the channel. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, I am on all platforms. My handle is @SunnyLaRue17, or simply Google Sunny Larue 17, and all of my information from social media links, websites, YouTube channels, podcasts will be populated, and you guys can follow me through those channels. Now, let's get into this piece of tea, because child, some of y'all out there probably already heard the story and doing the happy dance, and some of you out there are probably pissed the F off. So let's get into it. We here to talk about this talk about this moment because it's trending. Okay, so some of you guys out there are like me, happy that this is happening, and some of you guys out there are like, what? So according to BuzzFeed News, Sara Ramirez, aka Shay Diaz, has apparently been axed from Just Like That, despite showrunner Michael Patrick King doubling down on the character last year. Child, let me tell you, goodbye. And don't sit up here and say, oh, because of this and this and that. It's not because of this and that. It's because of the character. Okay, it's because of the character. In my opinion, and a lot of y'all out there, she didn't fit in, or he, or they. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the pronouns right. They did not fit in with this scenario. I mean, first of all, we love our beloved Carrie. We love Miranda. We love Samantha. And we love Charlotte. You had us sit for 10 years, okay? 10 years watching Carrie go through this merry-go-round of men just to get back to Big, okay? And it says here in this article, Sex and the City, much anticipated sequel, and Just Like That finally hit the screens back in 2021. In addition to the uproar over the shocking death of Carrie's husband, Big, like I said, we were invested for 10 years watching Carrie and her shenanigans, taking along Samantha, Miranda, and Charlotte on this war, and us on this tour of going through all these men. You know, they break up, they get together, break up, he got married, and she's like, I'm a wild horse. I'm a wild horse. You can't control me. You can't tame me. And so, but deep down inside, she wanted it. You know, she wanted him, right? We all wanted him. But then she goes on this man tour and hook up with Berger, who broke up with her over a Post-it note. Child, who does that? Who does that? Then she sees Bon Jovi's character, who's a little look. And it's like, no, girl, that's not for you. And then she hooked up with Aiden, who I honestly, I don't know why. I'm sorry. I just don't know why. That one I didn't see coming, and I didn't want to see coming, but it came. And so she's going on through all this stuff, and then she meets the Russian, artist, right? Come with me, Carrie, and I'll take you to Paris, and you will see the beautiful lights, and I'll give you the love and all the things that you desire. And he takes her over to Paris, right? Takes her ass all the way over to Paris to do what? Dump her, basically, because he's selfish. And he's like, take the car, go see the city. And she's walking around Paris, okay, in those expensive ass Jimmy Choo shoes, steps in dog Chanel, standing there at a fountain getting the dog shenanigans off of her expensive Jimmy Choo shoes, wondering what the hell is she doing here, right? Okay. Meanwhile, back home, the sisters, Miranda, Samantha, and Charlotte, are trying to live their life as normal. And they doing their normal thing together. And the chair's sitting there empty because Carrie is missing. The common denominator is missing. It's a broken family. Okay? And they trying to figure out a way to get this girl back home where she belongs. In walks Big, who's like, you're right. I do love her. I do want her. What do I need to do to get this girl? They send him over to Paris to retrieve Carrie. And shenanigans over there happen, but he brings her back. And then we see her walking the streets of New York. And we finally see his name, John. So he's no longer Mr. Big. He is John. And we are all in love with him. We done sat through 3 movies. The marriage that wasn't going to happen. He's sitting there like, look at me, baby. Let me see your face. Let me see your face. Let me see your face. She's all in this big ass hat, this big ass dress that swallows her up because, let's face it, Sarah Jessica Parker is a petite woman. And God bless her. But she was swallowed up in that beautiful ass gown, that Vera Wang gown. He does the big thing, and now he went from John back to Big, and the wedding was called off. She takes her sisters, Carrie, Miranda, Samantha, and Charlotte down to Mexico and have this beautiful honeymoon with her girls, her sisters. Charlotte gets the runs because she's eating everything that she's not supposed to be eating, and then end up, it's Mexico. Don't drink the water, it's Mexico. Right? And Samantha calls out Miranda, yeah, girl, just because you married and got a child now, what's up with the bush? What's up with the bush? Shady ass Samantha. No wonder why he don't want you. Look at your bush. And then you have the nurse walking around in the face. And God bless Miranda, because she just put it out there. And she even said, Samantha even says to Miranda, even Charlotte, as pretty as she is, even Charlotte knows how to trim her bush. Oh, Lord. Then they eventually come back to the States. That she's just confused about the whole situation. The apartment that they were supposed to get, since they didn't sign the papers, they have to go over there and do whatever. Big's there, she's there, they see the shoes. They come to a realization that there's no Carrie without Big, there's no Big without Carrie. They get married, and then they have Steve and Brady and little babies, and Harry Smith, and her little dog, Samantha's dog, right? And all is well in the world of Sex and the City. So y'all had to sit through that, okay? Y'all had to sit through where Carrie goes off half around the world and ends up meeting Aiden, and it's like, wait a minute, girl. We just had 10 years of you trying to get Big, and now he's John. You just married John. Give us a break. Stop messing this up for us. Really, please. Then we had to sit through that fiasco. And then we do just like that. And only to have him die. It's like, y'all couldn't give us 5 episodes. You couldn't give us a season with Carrie and John. Y'all couldn't do that. Y'all had to kill him on a Peloton. Really? A Peloton. And y'all was responsible for that because y'all made those stocks go game. And now she's doing the grieving wife thing. Took his ashes to Paris and let him fly free. He's forever in Paris. And then you introduce us to her new friends because y'all trying to make up for the one denominator that's not a part of this show. This is about 4 friends: Carrie, Miranda, Charlotte, and Samantha. Y'all introduce all these people to make up for the Samantha character. And let me tell you, I'm sorry, Kim Cattrall, but I'm going to keep it real because a spade is a spade and it's black. And I'm going to drop the card down. You could swallow your pride and play this. It's one thing to say, okay, I'm done playing Miranda. I mean, I'm done playing Samantha, whatever. Whatever your differences with Sarah Jessica Parker, y'all could have worked that crap out, and you could at least did the first season. You could have did 5 episodes, 2 episodes, 1 episode, something. Not this drive-by schnazzle that you gave us, okay? Because there's no way in hell that Samantha would ever ghost Carrie at Big's funeral. It was Samantha that talked Carrie into going to Paris to be with this Russian dancer, the Russian artiste, and his installations and all that crap. It was Carrie who stood by, it was Samantha who stood by Carrie when Samantha found out before Charlotte, before Miranda, that Carrie and Big was cheating. So there's no way she would have ghosted her like that and sent flowers. Shame on you, Kim Cattrall, for doing that to us. Shame. So now we're stuck with all these characters thanks to Kim Cattrall not wanting to be a part of this cast. One of those characters is Shay Diaz, who is a up-and-coming comedian who is non-binary, so their pronoun is them and they. And they are the love interest of Miranda, who decides that she's going to be gay. Okay, no judgment. Don't get me wrong, no judgment here. So that whole situation with Steve and Brady and everything, it worked itself out, which was good. And the only reason why I'm looking kind of like side eye, I don't care about whether Miranda or any of the characters, the main characters, let me rephrase that, Miranda, Samantha, Charlotte, or Carrie, gay, whatever, okay? I just didn't want to see Steve as hurt and broke down as he were. And so towards the end of season 2, I was glad to see them work their issues out so they can be parents, they can be friends, and the show can be better, because it was getting kind of cringy to watch and see Miranda go through all this stuff with Shay Diaz. And Shay Diaz ended up treating Miranda like Schnazzle on the street, dog Schnazzle on the street. And she's like, oh, I just stepped in a bunch of Miranda. Let me go wipe this Schnazzle off my shoe. We don't want to see our beloved cast be treated like that. We love Miranda. So I'm glad that this character is done. Okay? It's not about her. We don't need to, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. It's not about them. Okay, please forgive me out there, non-binary citizens. I'm still getting used to this. So please don't take it personally. Now, it's not about them. It's about Carrie. And many of you guys out there, as me, felt like the story was being taken over by this character. Okay, nothing personal against Sara Ramirez. Nothing personal. It's just that many of you out there did not relate to the character. And that's okay. And I think they're seeing it. So it goes on to say, this is BuzzFeed News. We're quoting this. But the character didn't land as intended, with Shay being branded a caricature of someone who is non-binary and queer, and an inspiration think piece such as why Shay Diaz from And Just Like That is TV most hated character. Well, you know what? I don't even want to go on and say that. And they're not the most hated character. Shay Diaz is not the most hated character. So I don't know why they would say that. Let's correct that. That's not right. I think what it is that, like I said in the beginning, you are introducing new characters to this world that you created that is based on 4 prime characters: Miranda, Carrie, Charlotte, and Samantha. We're missing Samantha. You don't really explain what's going on with Samantha and why she's upset with Carrie. All we know is she's somewhere over in London living her life, okay? You give us this little drive-by, thanks a lot, Kim Cattrall, for that little sprinkling of chocolate on the icing, on the cake, or whatever you want to call it, okay? It's not that the character Shay Diaz is the most hated. No, that's not true. It's because you're focusing on that character as opposed to, and trying to establish the reason why they are integrate into this already established group. She's supposed to be a secondary, they're supposed to be a secondary character, not the premise. And I think that got lost in the translation, because we know more about Shay Diaz than we care to know. Anyway, amid the overwhelming criticism, the show creator and executive producer Michael Patrick King has doubled down on Shay on more than one occasion. In fact, he claimed the fans were only reacting negatively towards them because they broke up Miranda's marriage to Steve. Well, yes, okay, but I know things happen. We know things happen. We understand, people fall in and out of love. We get it. But come on. It's not so much that they broke up Steve and Miranda. It's the way she treated Miranda, it's the way they treated Miranda, okay? It's the way they treated Miranda. You don't F with Miranda. You don't F with Charlotte. You don't F with Samantha. And you don't F with Carrie. You already ripped our hearts out to see Carrie go through this transformation. All 10 years of the series was about her getting big. And she finally gets him and he dies. And now you're trying to throw Aiden up in our face. Anyway, let's move on, because he says that people are going to look for a villain. It's not. It's the way you wrote the character. He goes on to say, Shay is, in my estimation, honest, dangerous, sexy, funny, and warm. He insisted, no, they selfish. When everybody else is projecting on that character has a lot to do with what they want to have happen to Miranda in the story. It's so hard to do with Shay. Okay, well, bottom line, y'all, is Shay Diaz apparently is no longer with the cast of. So I want to know how they're going to write them out. That would be interesting. But it's not about picking a villain. And it's not about even having them break up the relationship with Miranda and Steve. It's how they treated Miranda. Actually, there is one episode where Shay is in LA, Miranda's in LA, okay? Brady is having a breakdown. He's on the phone crying to his mother, telling her, you need to come home because I don't know what I'm going to do. I need you. And Shay is making this woman choose between them and her son. No. No mother should have that choice. Anyway, that's the breaking news. It's going to be interesting to see how they fade out Shay. And if they're fading out Shay, I wonder who they're going to bring back. They don't need to bring no more characters. Stop introducing us to people. Just keep it the way. Just, you got rid of Shay. Now, just stop bringing in more people. We don't need no more people on the show. We're not going to get Kim Cattrall Samantha back. We got a substitute Samantha, and I think she's a good job. Let's see. What's her name? Hold on. Anyway, you know where I'm going with this. So, we are good. We are good. Right? Right. But you guys let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Are y'all good on this? Let me know. Woo! Ciao. It's been a big news day today. I am going to be working on some more stuff for you guys to bring to you guys. And so be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure that notification bell is clicked on because we have so much stuff going on in pop culture, entertainment, and more. So be sure to hit that bell, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.